Hi there and welcome to the MetalViz forecast for the week ahead. It's a new month, but will we get new weather? A lot of people are crying out for a change in the weather this August, and it's no surprise. The headline stats for July are that it was the UK's sunniest July on record. It was also the second warmest July on record for the UK. But it's the dryness of July that is the key thing to mention here, because aside from the north and west of Scotland, where rainfall was close to average, much of the UK was drier than average. But you can see this huge swathe across England and Wales, where it was the driest July on record, with less than 20% of its average rainfall, 20% being the bottom colour there. But actually for southern England, just 3% of its average rainfall was recorded, 1.9 millimetres throughout the whole month for southern England. In fact, for southern England, it was not just the driest July on record, it was the sunniest, warmest and driest calendar month on record. So yes, many parts of the UK crying out for rain, but especially southern England. And for the week ahead, a change in the weather with low pressure bringing some outbreaks of rain and showers. However, much of that rain will fall away from the areas where it is most needed. Here's a summary of the rainfall from Monday to Friday. You can see how the rain builds up, especially across the north and the west of the UK, and you can see the darker blues appearing across parts of Northern Ireland, Scotland, through higher parts of northern and western England, as well as Wales. So these colours indicate more than 50 millimetres rain. Some of these brighter colours indicate more than 100 millimetres rain building up across parts of western Scotland in particular. But very empty map there for southern parts of England. Some places barely seeing a drop because of the showery nature of the rainfall through this week across southern parts of the UK. So low pressure is turning up. However, it's not going to bring an even distribution of rainfall. Here's the first low coming along with its associated weather fronts. These weather fronts will be bringing persistent rainfall to the north of the UK on Tuesday morning. So a damp start for Northern Ireland, for much of Scotland, some heavy outbreaks of rain through the morning, breaking up into showers in many places by the afternoon. Those showers affecting Western England, Wales, and especially Northern Ireland, where the showers will turn into thunderstorms by the afternoon. They could cause some impacts, of course, busy time of year for Northern Ireland and for many other parts of the UK. So, thundery showers and some heavy downpours across the north and the west of the UK, but another dry day expected through many parts of the Midlands, the east and southeast of England, with some warm sunshine, a humid feel, more humid perhaps than the start of the week, with the highest temperatures this time shifted further east into the low 30s across eastern England, but the absolute peak values for many places a little down compared with Monday, more likely into the mid to high 20s. But yeah, that humid feel, a lot more cloud around as well, a bit more of a breeze coming through from the southwest. That breeze helping to shift some of the showers, and they're going to move through during Tuesday evening. But the low pressure stays in place. It moves a little further to the east. However, the most notable thing on Wednesday is that a cold front moves through and the winds change direction, a fresher feel for many of us from midweek, temperatures dropping closer to average from midweek. So we've got this fresh west to northwesterly breeze coming in. Still some persistent rain and low cloud for the north of Scotland. Heavy downpours here. Showery rain moving through the rest of Scotland into Northern Ireland, Northern England. Drier once again towards the south. Plenty of sunshine for the Midlands, East Anglia and the southeast, but temperatures down a few degrees compared with Tuesday. 25, 26, 27 Celsius. More like the high teens, low 20s further north and west. Not much rain for the southern half of the UK. Much of that focused further north. Then skipping ahead to Thursday, the outbreaks of rain in the north do sink south into central parts of the country, but turn more showery as they move south, some of it reaching rain-starved parts of eastern England. Not much, though, for central southern England. And sunshine coming through for the southwest, for West Wales. Drier and brighter conditions for Scotland and Northern Ireland after a damp and gloomy couple of days. And a fresh breeze, so temperatures down once again a degree or two compared with Wednesday, with lower humidities as well. A fresher feel, but temperatures close to average, it has to be said, a little below average for the north and west. Now, this weather front moves through. Thursday, actually, for many is the driest day of the week. High pressure close to the south then as we end the week, but another low coming along close to northern Scotland, bringing its associated weather front in, and that will increasingly cause damp weather across Scotland, northern England, Northern Ireland as we end the week. 1 or 2 light showers further south, but very little meaningful rainfall once again across southern parts, despite low pressure dominating the weather across the UK. So it's not always the case that we have low pressure in charge and we get a lot of rainfall. In the summer months, these lows can be very showery features and can bring very uneven amounts of rainfall across the country. The rain turns to showers across northern parts, drier and clearer further south, still with a lot of clouds, so the sunny theme, at least from July, not repeated this week, even if the dry theme continues, and temperatures not far from average, or even a little below for northern parts of the country. That front moves through. We've still got high pressure close to the south of the UK this weekend, so always drier towards the south and warmer with some sunny spells. Another low turns up towards the north, or at least the same low, but in a slightly different orientation. Further changeable weather to come with rain or showers at times on Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, a lot of rain for some this week, but unfortunately not in those parts of the UK where it is most needed. And then next week it looks like high pressure may become a bit more influential yet again. So we'll keep you updated on all of that. And if you're interested in the stats I mentioned at the start, I'm going to be covering those in depth in Tuesday's Deep Dive, which you can find on the Met Office YouTube channel. Bye-bye.